Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Brass Monkey X. So, it's pretty much riding season here in New Jersey. The weather's getting real nice, and we're about to kick off the riding season. And apparently, I am so amped up about that I had a dream the other night all about motorcycles. Um, so I woke up and I was like really deep in thought about how motorcycles they're not just a means of transportation, and I know this is super cliche, but it really is like a way of life. And it's like this passion for motorcycling. It's a generational thing that gets it passed down from one generation to the next. And this dream, it got me thinking a lot about all of my family that have motorcycles. And so I was thinking about like my cousin James, who he had a pretty bad crash a few years ago, and how thankfully he's still here to enjoy riding, and one day he's gonna like pass that passion down to his own kid, you know. And I was also thinking about like my uncle Chris, who he passed away a couple of years ago now, and he shared that same love for dirt bikes with his son, little Chris. And unfortunately, I never got a chance to ride with him or my cousin, little Chris. So maybe I can rectify that in the future. And I could get out on some rides with Chris. But I was also thinking about my wife's uncle Bobby. Really cool guy. Probably my favorite person on that side of the family. And unfortunately, he also passed away as well. And Uncle Bobby, literally, every time I saw this guy, he invited me to go ride together with him. And I never took him up on that chance. I never accepted the offer, and it sucks. It sucks really hard. Like I missed out on that opportunity, and I will never get that chance again. And I feel so terrible about it. Like we had that in common. I just never did it, and it hurts. It hurts to think about it. And now here we are, down the line. We're some years away from then, and I can remember I was about 21, 22 years old when I met Uncle Bobby, and now my nephew Brandon is about that same age, and he rides now. And he's been asking me to ride with him. And, life's just, it's too damn short, guys. And I don't want to deprive either of us of the opportunity to bond over something that we have such a passion for, And I want to get out there and I want to ride with Brandon this year. And, he does have a dirt bike and he wants to ride off-road, and I don't have a dirt bike. And, but it's a dual sport, so he can come on the road with me, and maybe I'll buy a dirt bike. I don't know. We'll see what the wife says. She's really against it, but I've been wanting a dirt bike for a while now. But anyway, back to this dream. It inspired me to kind of put together one of those like slideshow things. So I asked everyone that I'm related to that has or has had a motorcycle in the past at some point, in any time in their lives, if they were into motorcycles, I asked them to send me some pictures. And I also I wrote a little something to go along with the slideshow. So I put all of this together in like this ridiculous video, and I know pretty much only my family is going to see it. It's probably only going to get like 30 views on this channel, but I really don't care anymore. And to be honest, I was actually going to quit making videos for YouTube. But my wife told me, she said if it brings me joy, then just keep doing it. And just stop giving a shit about how many views you get, or how many subscribers I have, stuff like that. Like, just stop caring about all that and just have fun. Just have fun with it. And if it's no longer fun, then that's when it's time to stop. And she's right. And I don't want to stop. So what I did was I stopped worrying about it. I don't care about the views. I don't care about the subscribers. And I just had fun with this video. It's and this is going to be the result. You guys are going to see what I did here. I think it's pretty funny. And like I said, I wanted to make a video where I had some fun with it. So this one's dedicated to my wife and my family, and I certainly hope you guys enjoy it, and have fun, guys. This one's a doozy.
Tonight's presentation is made possible by the Brass Monkey X Broadcasting Company in association with Yoo-Hoo Chocolate Drink, a good source of vitamins. Yoo-Hoo, shake it up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Brass Monkey X Poetry Showcase. Tonight's presentation is a fascinating piece of literary genius written by an extraordinarily talented and, dare I say, stunningly handsome gentleman. Tonight's piece will be accompanied by a video collage featuring generations of motorcycles of our featured artist family. Now, I'd like to invite you to join me as we sit back and relax in our favorite easy chair and open our hearts and minds and pour ourselves a cool, crisp, smooth and delicious Yoo-Hoo chocolate drink. An excellent source of vitamins. Yoo-Hoo, shake it up. Now, without further ado, I'm pleased to present to you an ode to the first ride of the season by Neil J. Lanza.
Ode to the first ride of the season. It's not time yet, but it's almost here. One of my favorite times of the year. The days will be warm, the evenings a chill, the smell of fresh air, the freedom at will. The butterflies churning like it's your first time. Now go grab your gear, it's time for a ride. You take off her cover and unplug her tender, roll her into the driveway in all of her splendor. You give her a detail and fondle her curves. You check all her cables, signals, controls. You flick that red switch and push on that button. She rumbles to life, her engine now running. There's puffs of exhaust so brilliant and white. You give her a moment to warm up just right. Adorn your helmet, your jacket and gloves. Now straddle her saddle and give her some love. It's up at the kickstand and down into first. A twist of the throttle, and forth you shall burst. You shift through the gears and lean in the turns. You've waited all year for this feeling you've yearned. Anxieties and problems, life's little woes, they're all left behind you the faster you go. New friends that you'll make and people you'll find, with one thing in common, the bikes that we ride. Other side of the road, it's a chick on a scooter. 2 fingers down, go ahead and salute her. Pull up to the light, there's a dude on a cruiser. Extend your arm and fist bump that bruiser. Sport bikes ahead, they give you a nod. A twist of the throttle, and now they are gone. Supermotos and dirt bikes, wheelies galore. I'm getting too old for that stuff anymore. The kids will adore you and smile and wave. Throw up the devil horns and rev bomb away. The kids will remember that memory won't fade. You inspire those kids to be riders someday. Keep your head on a swivel, have the eyes of a hawk. The cagers won't see you, and the Karens will gawk. They'll shake their fists with anger and rage. Just cruise on by and toss them a wave. Now the sun's going down, and it's been a long ride. So you head back home and swallow your pride. Pull into the driveway, dismount your machine, turn off your engine. It felt like a dream. She no longer vibrates, she no longer growls. You've made it home safely. Ride's over for now. You stretch out your muscles, your adrenaline drops. You let her cool off, push her back in her spot. Close the garage door, relinquish your gear, now head on inside. It's time for a beer. And thus concludes this evening's presentation. We thank you all for joining us on this literary adventure, and we hope that you'll join us again soon on the next episode of The Brass Monkey X Poetry Showcase. Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Yoo-hoo chocolate drink. Shake it up.